Let me continue the lesson solid state by learning the topic number of atoms in a cubic unit cell. I hope you all know what is unit cell. Unit cell is a repeated simple unit is called as unit cell. And in this, so we are considering the cube as a unit cell in the packing of crystals. And in the cubic unit cell, we have two types. One is primitive type, another one is non-primitive. I hope you all know what is primitive and non-primitive that you have learned in the before video. So primitive means the atoms only occupies the corner of the unit cell. It's called the primitive type. And if the atoms occupies other spaces including the corner is said to be non-primitive. Have you understood? Only the corner occupied, that is primitive. Including the corner, other space occupied, it is said to be non-primitive. So all the primitive type cubic unit cell is called as simple cubic. And in the non-primitive, we have two types. So including the corner, if the center of the cube is occupied by an atom, is said to be body-centered. Including the corner, if the faces of the cube, the center of the face is occupied by an atom, is said to be face-centered cubic unit cell. Have you understood? Including the corner, if the center of the cube is occupied by an atom, is said to be body-centered cubic unit cell. And including the corner, all the six face center occupied by an atom is said to be face-centered cubic unit cell. Let me learn detailedly what is simple cubic, what is body-centered cubic, and what is face-centered cubic. Simple cubic we can write simply SC, simple cubic, and body-centered cubic unit cell you can say as BCC, body-centered cubic, BCC unit cell. Unlike that, face-centered cubic unit cell is called as FCC, C for cubic, FCC unit cell. Have you understood? Let me go to the simple cubic structure. So what I told, a simple cubic, and this is considered as cube. And in this cube, if the corners are occupied by an atom, is said to be simple cubic. So how many corners are there? 8 corners, isn't it? Right. So those 8 corners of the cube will be occupied by 8 elements, 8 atoms, or 8 ions, said to be simple cubic structure. And those 8 atoms are identical. Identical atoms occupies the 8 corners of the cubic unit cell is said to be simple cubic. Other than that, no space will be occupied by any other atoms. And this type is said to be simple cubic structure. So, the simple cubic has 8 corners and each corner has one atom, isn't it? Each corner has one atom, that is identical atoms, and those atoms are touch each other. So, don't think like this, right? So, this atom touches this atom. Those atoms present in the corners touches each other. And the coordination number You know what is coordination number? The neighbor atoms. The atoms which are touching the other atoms. One atom touches 6 other atoms. So the neighbor atoms, the number of neighbor atoms is said to be coordination number. So the coordination number for this simple cubic is 6. Let me see the structure of simple cubic. So this is the simple cubic structure. So I have tried to give a model with the balls. So think this is a cube, right? This is a cube, and we have the identical atoms, right? So don't think different colors of ball. Think all the atoms are similar. So this is the simple cubic. Have you understood? So this is the simple cubic structure. It's a cube, and this denotes the side and this side, right? Distance between the two atoms. This side I have tried to given by a line, and let me see. And this side, the two corner atoms, these the two corner of the side. So each corner has one atom, and both the atoms are touching each other, right? Not like this, right? And here we have some gap, isn't it? But here actually in that simple cubic we don't have a space like this. Both the atoms in the corner, these two are corner atoms. All the 8 are corner, definitely. So these two are corner, both the corner are touching each other. This corner, both are touching each other. This two are touching each other. Have you understood? So in simple cubic, all the corner atoms are touches each other. Have you understood? So this is the structure of a simple cubic. Have you understood? Right. Let me go next. Number of atoms per unit cell. Number of atoms per unit cell. So this is very important question. Number of atoms per unit cell in simple cubic is given by the formula NC/8. So what is the meaning of NC? NC is nothing but number of atoms at corners. Number of atoms at corner. So this formula NC/8, let me write like NC into 1/8. 1/8 is the contribution of one atom, one corner atom, the contribution of one corner atom to the unit cell. The contribution of one corner atom to the unit cell. Let me see. So NC is the number of atoms at the corner. So how many corners we have? 8 corners. So it has 8 atoms at the corners. Have you understood? So the NC is nothing but number of atoms at corner. We have 8 corners. So 8 atoms in the corners. Into 1/8 is the contribution of one corner to the unit cell. So if we multiply, we will be getting what? So this 8 and this 8 will be cancelled, and we will be getting 1, which means only one atom is present in a unit cell. Have you understood? Only one atom is present in an unit cell in a simple cubic structure. Let me see how this one atom is present. So this is our simple cubic. As we know that this is our simple cubic. Let me consider this corner atom, green color corner atom. When I given the second unit cell, this corner atoms, these 4 corner atoms is going to share with the second unit cell. Let me see. So I am going to keep one more arrangement. If I keep, let me consider this is one of the unit cell and this is another one unit cell. Have you understood? This is one unit cell. These 4 will make one unit cell. Like that, these 4 will make another one unit cell, which means that green color is shared between 2 unit cell. Have you understood? This green color is shared between 2 unit cell. Like that, this blue color is shared between these 2 unit cells. Have you understood? So what is the contribution of this atom to this corner? One atom is shared by 2 unit cells. So this contribution is called as 1/2. So what is the part present in this corner? 1/2, because this atom is shared by 2 unit cell. Have you understood? I am going to keep one more model. Now this green is going to be shared with 3 unit cell. Have you understood? These 4 will make a first cube, and these 4 will make a second cube, and these 4 will make a third cube. So this green is going to be shared with a 3 unit cell. So what is the part? And this unit cell and this corner has 1/3 part of this atom. Have you understood? 1/3 part of this atom. The contribution of this corner atom to this unit cell is 1/3, because this green color is going to be shared with the 3 unit cell. Have you understood? So the share of this unit cell given by this green color ball is 1/3. Have you understood? Now I am going to keep one more. So if I keep like this, consider this green is going to be shared by 4 unit cell. Let me consider this is one of the unit cell, and this is second unit cell, and this is third unit cell, and this is fourth unit cell. Have you understood? So these 4 unit cell shares this green color ball. Have you understood? These 4 unit cells shared this green color ball. Have you understood? So the part of this unit cell, this corner atom's contribution is 1/4. Have you understood? This atom shared between 2 unit cell. So what is the part present in this corner will be provided to this unit cell is 1/4. Now I am going to keep one more. Let you reminder, we are considering that green color ball. So I have given one more layer here. So if I have given, what happened? So this green color ball, it is present inside. Have you understood? This is present inside. So this green color is going to be shared with a 5 unit cell. Have you understood? It is going to be shared with 5 unit cells. Have you seen now? This green is going to be shared with the 5th unit cell. So what is the part here? It is 1/5. So because it is shared between 5 unit cells. Let me have one more. So if I have one more here, this is considered as 6th unit cell. So this is considered as 6th unit cell. So this green is going to be shared between 6 unit cell. So this is first unit cell, and this is second unit cell, and this is third, and this is 4, and this is 5, and this is 6. All the 6 unit cells shares this green color ball, which means the contribution of this corner to the first unit cell is 1/6, because this atom is shared between 6 unit cell. Have you understood? Let me see the next. Now I am going to keep one more arrangement. If I keep here, what happen? It won't fall down. So let me listen. So this is the 7th cube. Have you understood? This is the 7th cube. So the same green color is sharing, this green color is sharing the 7th cube. Have you understood? So 7 cubes are sharing that green color ball which is present inside, right? Which is present inside is sharing 7 cubes. Let me see the last one. So I am going to keep the last one. And now the 8th unit cell. So have you seen this green color? And this green color is going to be shared between 8 unit cell. Have you understood? So one atom present in the corner shared between 8 unit cell. Have you listened? Is it clear? So this is said to be a simple cubic structure. This is said to be a simple cubic structure. And here the one atom present in the center, can you able to see that? One atom present in the center, green color, is shared 8 unit cells. So the contribution of one atom to the unit cell for one corner is 1 by 8, and this is our simple cubic structure. This is our simple cubic structure. Have you understood? So this structure has 8 unit cells. Then I have told you the coordination number, isn't it? The coordination number is 6 because let me consider the center green ball. How many atoms it touches? Whether it is touching this? No, it is not at all touching. So let me take out this. Have you understood? Let me see here. So how many atoms are touching? This atom touches and this atom touches. Let me see. So we are seeing for this green color ball, how many atoms are touching? In the same plane, it has 4 atoms. Let me check. Here, for this ball, 1, 2, and this red 3, and this side blue is 4, and down a red and the top is blue. Have you understood? In the same plane, we have 4 atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are in the same plane, and top 1 and the bottom 1. Bottom 1, top 1, and in the same plane we have 4 atoms. So apart from that, no other atoms are touching with the center ball. Can you able to see? And here there is no touch. And here also there is no touch, and here also there is no touch. So it touches only 4 present near the atoms, and 1 is in the top, another 1 is in the bottom. So that's what the coordination number for the simple cubic is 6. So as we have seen, we have 8 corners. For each corner, the contribution is 1 by 8 because one atom is going to be shared by 8 unit cell. One atom is going to be shared by 8 unit cell. So the contribution of one corner to the unit cell is 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8, we will get 1, which means only one atom present in a unit cell. So this is simple cubic. Have you understood? So they are having 8 corners, each corner 1 atom. They are touching each other along the sides, but they are not touching along the diagonal. And the coordination number 6, 4 are in the same plane and 1 is above and 1 is below. And number of atoms per unit cell will be calculated by the formula NC by 8. NC is nothing but number of atoms at the corner, and 1 by 8 is the contribution of atoms by the each corner to the unit cell. So we have only one atom per unit cell, and this is simple cubic.